I've seen you and David Hewlett on stage together
That's
twice before.
unfortunate for you.
And you two together.
That's why I'm so happy. I'm up here without David Hewlett.
Hopefully not showing stage today. But I was wondering if there is any plans for you two to work together again at all in the future? Because you two play off
You
each
mean
other
like on
so
stage?
well. Not just on the TV or on the film. You two play off each other so well.
Well, I've asked him to come over and help me with splitting some firewood. That would be work together. He hasn't done that. Oh, no, we'll do something for sure together. Oh, I'm sure we will. And we keep talking about it. And, you know, we have a number of ideas, and I told him when I get back from Romania, we're going to sit ourselves down and hammer something very specific out that we talked about. And stop waiting for people to say they're doing Stargate movies and things like that.
Is there any chance that you're going to be at the last Creation Vancouver convention?
The last one?
The last Creation Vancouver convention.
Is that the last one?
That'll be the last one, they're wrapping it up now.
Really?
Yeah.
When is it?
April?
I don't know. I think they probably. I don't know. I think they've invited me. I don't know.
But we'd love you to come back again.
That's so far away. Global warming. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. April seems very far away. But I think so. They usually invite me to that one. So I will, you know, unless I'm working. I obviously prefer doing movies and stuff than doing the convention because ultimately it's about the work, you know. And I feel like, and I was just saying this to somebody, that the way that I feel like I give back to fans is by giving them more work as opposed to coming up here making an ass of myself and forcing you guys to laugh at my jokes. So, you know, that's what I prefer to do. So if I don't show up in those things, it's often because I'm working. But, you know.
Hi, about earlier when you said that you kind of get annoyed at when lead male characters don't take forward part.
Don't ask names.
No. Do you ever feel that maybe that happened to you during Stargate?
I hope not. I'm sure that people, you know, I'm sure there's always some other actor that sits there and says, I would do it differently. And it's really, in truth, it's not really about doing it better. It's almost always about doing it your way. I mean, this is not a quantitative thing, acting. You can't say, that guy's better than that guy, although we do say it. You can't compare them like you can a baseball player with statistics or something like that. You just simply say, what that guy is doing is distinct to him, and that's his authentic gift. I saw Christopher Walken last night. My nephews were watching that James Bond film with Roger Moore. It was preposterous. And I look back and I was like, this movie is so bad. How did I ever think it was good? But Christopher Walken is in it. And Christopher Walken is doing, you know, he does. And it's good. And you got to say that nobody does it like him. And so, truthfully, I just like to see a certain level of authenticity. But there are, when you break a script down, and that gets technical, like that's a craft issue. You break it down, and there are beats, and there are things going on, and you're missing those beats, then you're not doing the work, and the work that could make it better. When I started Stargate, everybody was like, you know Richard Dean Anderson, nobody can remember Richard Dean Anderson, he's like God. He's MacGyver, he's this. And I was like, yeah, but I never had seen SG-1. And so I didn't even try to be like him because I didn't even know what that was. And after a couple episodes, nobody ever asked me that anymore. So, you know, I'm fortunate because I was able to do 100 episodes. And so people are like, that's your role. That's not somebody else's role. So I was lucky in that regard, but you know, it can happen. I'm sure somebody thought they could do it better. I know David Hewlett always thought he could do it better. Yes. I can repeat your question. You want to see me naked? I'm sorry.
I really enjoyed A Good Day for It, when you played for Brady, and I wondered how you got involved in that film. I think I heard you go for the lead character, and then you actually became the sheriff, which I actually think was a better role. I just thought it was really good. I wondered how you got involved in it.
Yeah, there was a movie I did called A Good Day for It, which is like a modern day Western, and they were looking at me for the lead role. I really wanted to do it. And then there was, and I think rightly, they were like, this guy's supposed to be somebody who's been pretty much beaten up and torn apart and was in the last chapter of his life as a high criminal. And they got Robert Patrick. And the truth is, he's got a perfect look for that role. And they started assembling the cast. And it was an impressive cast, you know. And so the director said, listen, I know I didn't give you the lead role, and I know you'd be great in it, but I'd love you to be involved in the film. What other roles would you like? And I said, well, the next best role is a sheriff role. So I said, all right, I'll do it. And it was a great time. I had a really good time doing that film. Didn't turn out quite as good as I liked, but you know, it doesn't matter. At this point in my life, I do things, and I enjoy the process, and I hope for a good result. 10 years ago, it was the opposite. I didn't enjoy the process as much, and I was obsessed with the result. I don't have control over the result. I just throw up my hands. I say, hopefully, it'll turn out well, but I'm really enjoying being here with these great actors and doing what I do. I don't really know what I do exactly. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Quickly, Fringe was up 25% on its last episode when you were in it because of Stargate, unfortunately.
Fringe was?
Yeah.
But we like that. That's good. No, those things are important. Because, yeah, those things are important. No, but, you know, maybe that's just the premiere numbers. Right? No? Is that England or US? I'm the greatest person in the world. Okay. Well, we'll try to convince a network executive that I have value on that show. Other than being dead.
We have time for one more question.
One more question.
One final question.
Lady in purple. Lady in purple. I did this thing, you know, for Warehouse 13. And, you know, they were kind of banking on the whole Stargate fan base thing. And I did it. And after I did it, I got really nervous. I was like, oh my God, if I don't give them the numbers, then I am just another schmuck. And I'm going to have a hard time getting hired. And thankfully, the fans showed up for that episode, and it was the highest rated episode, highest rated event, period, in the entire network history. And so I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So.
You said you were doing Fringe. Is there any other programs coming up that we're going to be in?
Well, I just, like 4 or 5 days ago, wrapped this film with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I am going to, I'm going to this convention in Marseille at the end of October, and straight from there to Brussels to do a TV series that Sony has that is based on the heavy metal comic book. Remember that? And it's called, the French call it Metal Hurlant, Hurlant. And I looked at it, and it looks really cool. I was like, it's kind of like Blade Runner, but even more badass. And I was like, that's cool. I actually said yes. I don't know why I said yes. I've never done a non-American TV show. Yeah. Although this will probably travel around. And so I was like, this looks very cool. It's kind of like what I would have done had we had no ratings issue on Stargate, you know. Would have just cranked up the volume a little. But hopefully that turns out well. I'm looking forward to doing it. And hopefully you guys will see it pretty soon. Well, thank you guys for coming. And I hope I see you guys in a little while, or I see you tomorrow. Thank you.